Hello everyone, it's me, your friendly neighborhood luchador elf Phenomeno here, and today we are going to be starting a new game, and that game is called Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. This was one that people voted for on Twitter. If you want to choose potential options for what my next Let's Play could be when I finish the game, be sure to check out my Twitter. I do post about stuff and whatnot there. You can see the link down in the description. But I'm digressing. Dragon's Dogma is a game that I really enjoy, and I don't know if it's niche. It was pretty popular back in the mid-2010s because of its really gritty and really cool RPG elements. So I've been looking forward to playing this game for a while. Nonetheless, we are going to be starting a new game. Not on hard. I attempted that once and it didn't really go out very well, and I'm definitely not a speedrunner. So, just a plain old new game and see where that gets us. As you can see, I did have a save file beforehand, but it's fine. I didn't get very far in that one anyhow. So we could play it normal, but I ain't no chicken. I mean, easy, but I ain't no chicken. Normal we are doing. A vast army formed to slay a dragon, the ultimate incarnation of evil. In another place, in another life, another child of man blazes your path. Now, because this game was, originally made for the PS3, a lot of the loading screens go by in an instant, so I never have the opportunity to read what the heck they say.
The dragon's roost is just beyond. We should hurry.
I guess that's first world problems. Oh, my computer's so good that I can't read the loading screens. Oh no.
The final station. It shows itself.
Oh. Well, that's on me. I didn't look where I was going. Oh, I went the complete wrong way. That's adorable. I think this means that this playthrough is probably not gonna go as well as I imagined it will. But hey, we all start somewhere. Invoking the stone can gain your new allies known as pawns. So basically, this is how you get half of your party in this game. It is a rift stone, a stone etched with strange markings. It may be used to summon pawns, i.e. cool ranger lady and old woman mage. So, that was the main crux of this game, using pawns that are customizable by... I'm getting ahead of myself. The game will explain it in due time. Oof. That goblin almost beat my ass just that.
We'll rout them in a single charge.
Wow, this poor goblin. Poor guy. Granted, he kinda had it coming. Now, where to from here?
'Twas the feet of countless pilgrims first beat down this road to the temple. I feel it close by, Arisen. Stay ever ready as we advance.
While I did play this game quite a few times, I haven't played it that recently. Oh. Wow, isn't that foreboding? But I haven't played it recently. I'm only using my memory of stuff, and as we've seen in the past, my memory is not. It could use some work.
Arisen, you've come. I fear our defeat is plain to see. We thought to inundate the worm with sheer numbers, a sea of blades. 'Twas a fool's hope. Now his sea runs dry, and the Duke's army is lost in the gambit. Arisen, I beg you, sir, grant vengeance to those who've fallen. If this be of use, I will give it gladly.
So, obviously, everyone speaks like, what is it? Everyone speaks in good old classic English with thous and these and Shakespearean nonsense. Honestly, I'd prefer if they didn't do that. I know it's meant to be like, immerse yourself in the world. I just find it a little bit distracting. But that's just me. I was never really a fan of Shakespeare. Wow, die already.
Monsters have made a shambles of this place. This way!
Oh wow, goblins. I guess I'll just heft over this red barrel. That's surely not gonna be a bad thing in any way. Perfect. Move. Oy. Way to throw that rat at my face. Jeez. Anytime, she says. Okay. Ooh, a chest. What's in here? Greenwash. Ah, yes. The good old-fashioned slow-mo. You're gonna see a lot of that in this game. Of course, harpies are always an annoyance to deal with when you don't have a ranged weapon. Granted, that's half the challenge. Learning how to deal with things that you don't necessarily have the easy answer to. I didn't even notice that gate.
Survivors, let's join them.
On my way.
Our goal is ahead.
Arisen, this way, sir.
Coming.
Awaits beyond, sir. I should be proud to guide you by Arisen. We've hidden away here for fear of the beasts all around.
Makes sense, given everything that's been going on. It kind of looks like the army got rocked into oblivion.
For the worm to work any
Our
further
army
at
is
all.
routed. 'Tis plain truth. Beyond that grand door, the dragon makes its roost.
I feel it close by, Arisen. Stay ever ready as we advance.
Yep, let's get going. Oh shit. Yeesh. What a way to go. Well, onward we go. This. Whoops. Didn't mean to pick her up. Yeesh. So this is the Chimera. I think this is like one of the flagship monsters of the game. Because it's an example of what I was talking about before, the gritty fantasy of it. Like, it's a fantastic creature, but we just saw its disembowel a poor dude. Anywho, the way to beat it is kinda easy. Which is also shows one of the shticks of this game. You get to climb on monsters and just beat the crap out of them. And I am going to do that to strike the goat. Oh god. When I'm not wrestling with the camera, that is. Alright. We took out the snake, we took out the goat. All that's left is the lion. Easier said than done, but why is my plastic bottle continuously doing that? That's annoying. Anywho. Maybe you should... Oh, good gracious. Maybe you should use the magic battlefield so much then. Wow. Okay, I'm being overly confident here. This lion's beating my ass. Oh. Okay, grab onto it, and that will keep it from hopping around so much. There we go, got it down. Well, not for long, it seems. Back on we go. Good. And back off we go. I'm spamming click as hard as humanly possible. Ah, damn it. Oh, there goes the stamina. Whew! Good thing I saw that coming. And dead. Done deal. I don't remember that fight being that hard, to be honest. Well,
now choose, flee, or step forth. Take hold of what lies beyond. Claim mastery over the eternal ring.
And that was the prologue, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Invested yet? I hope you are. A countless lifetimes comes to pass. Le plaisir délicieux est toujours nouveau d'une occupation inutile. The delightful and ever-novel pleasure of a useless occupation. I hope I didn't just butcher that French. That's a big fucking dragon. Man, that poor Griffin. That poor Griffin, too. Man, this cinematic is actually pretty freaking good. Even though it's from, like, when, 2012? It looks like something that could pass by for something in the modern day. Anywho, with that aside, it's time to make our character. So, I already had an idea of what I want this character to be. First, we are going to come up with a name. Sepsen. The last time I played this game, which was like last year, I ended up making Adel Sardet, the mage that's in my the D&D campaign that I'm a part of. However, Edelsorde is a pacifist. She won't be killing things. As you saw, killing things is half the point of this game. So I'm using someone completely different. Selma. Selma nuts. No. They are going to be very small. Actually, I should probably show you the different builds you can do, because this game takes into thought, I guess, many of the different character types that you could be. Like, you could be the stereotypical hero, sort of a war cleric, barbarian, who is basically, if you look in the left over there, he's basically just Guts from Berserk. Actually, you'll see, a lot of this game is basically just Berserk. But, well, this character here is one like an archetype that seems interesting to me, as is this one, because it's just a really cool looking mage. I'm going to go small today. And let's make some more detailed edits. With that face, oh, hold on. For skin color, let's make you a little bit closer to me, because you can never have too many black people in an RPG. Well, depending on who you ask, anyway. Let's make you blonde. With a neat-ish hairstyle. Yep, there we go. Though his face looks a bit weird for someone who's meant to be, like, young, like I'm trying to do, and a bit of a teenager. Let's... Truth be told, this part, the head shape is, well, the shapes in general of the parts of the body is where I struggle when it comes to, where I struggle when it comes to making characters, but this one kind of has what I'm looking for. So, as you can see here, the Berserk reference, where Guts constantly has one eye closed because he's too badass to wear an eye patch, apparently. But what I'm gonna do, well,
Steel yourself for combat.
Nah. Thing is, he blinks. It's not truly closed all the time. So, I'm going to do this. If it was the case that the eyes always stay closed, like they never blinked, then I would definitely have both of them be closed, because it's an interesting trope to have a badass in a fantasy setting who's just blind but can still do things. It's a trope that I've always liked. Never really been able to pull it off in anything though. I asked if it's possible to do it in D&D. My DM gave me a very emphatic no. Anywho, gotta make this nose a little bit more. There we go. No, I think that's just a big nose, not with big nostrils. I guess that's more like it. There we go. Mouth. This is fine. Just, no. Put it all the way down and it looks a bit like a Neanderthal. No. And the ears, I don't really know. Who the hell looks at ears? It's fine. So I want this person to be really skinny and really small, which is basically what I have already. Short and slim. As for musculature, we can make him hench as fuck, which would be really weird. But nah, skinny. Now the torsos. This is where you can get some really weird bodies if you want. wanted to make one. But nah. Well, actually. I choose this one, but the shoulders are way too wide. Like here, he looks like a goddamn pretzel. Kinda similar with the arms too. You could have Hulk smash arms, and then your character would be stuck with that. But nah. Arms already have. Is for the best. Legs, you can make them dummy thick, but I want small and skinny in this case. For the posture, probably good to have a good posture. Also posture check everyone. I have a bad posture myself. And stance. Oh boy. This is a sign of prior times, I guess. Because ladylike for some reason just has your toes forward, macho has your toes wide. I don't know if that's accurate, but let's go with this one. All right, scars. I suppose if I wanted to do the eye thing, I could just have a scar going across the eye. But I'm not. No wrinkles. He's not an old man. Facial hair? Sure. He is like a teen, so might as well give him some budding facial hair. Like 18 or around? I don't know what 18-year-olds look like, actually. Makeup. You can never go wrong with some makeup, despite what people say. Ooh, I like that one, actually. Actually, maybe we could... I don't know about the... Well, it does make the scar look bloody. Oh, it doesn't affect the cheeks. Wish I could get closer. Then I'd be able to see what he... Ooh. Or I could get some tattoos. But nah. Let's... Yes, this'll do for now. Color adjustments... Yup, everything shipshape. And confirm. Our very tiny hero. Today, like every day, waves gently lap at the shore. I couldn't read that out loud that fast, even if I wanted to. I'll probably pause it for people, or keep it in the upper left if you want to read it. Look at the blonde-haired black man, the staple race for any black person in an anime. That's a little bright. Oh, they did that on purpose. Okay.
Hear ye, hear ye! The prophets have spoken, friends. The dragon's return is nigh. Join the honourable Duke's ranks and help us be rid of the fell beast. The day's come to lay down rod and reel and take up the sword.
I wonder if that was conscription. Anyway, hey look, it's our love interest. Ain't she nice? And of course, like in any anime, at the beginning of the series, something has to go wrong to instigate the plot. Also, why are you hiding behind me? You like twice my size. Uh-oh. There it is. Oh dear. shit. Oh. Huh, that was close. Oh wow, the soldiers are running. Ain't that a sign of the times? So of course this tiny child, well not necessarily a child, but this tiny person is going to pick up a sword and go after this big guy. And all those people to the right and that poor dude is dead. Alright. So as you can see, we're not doing very well. But hey, we got his attention. That's something. Oh! I actually managed to make him bleed a little. Oh Jesus! That poor woman! Good God! Oh! Well then. I managed to get a good hit in. Sorry, I don't speak Latin. Uh-oh. Oy. Ow. Oh, fuck. Big dragon just Kali mod me. Well, that's the game, guys. We got our heart eaten by a dragon. See, dragon's Dogma. Dogma is Latin for heart. Our heart now belongs to that dragon. And that's the end of the game. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and
Kiss my ass!
I was lying, by the way. Oh shit, I understand Latin. Newly arisen. Well, that's us now. And there are our arms. So, this is the opportunity where we get to choose our starting class. It is time for you to begin your journey as Arisen. Before you can win your heart back from the dragon, you'll need to prepare. And by prepare, he means, or they mean, get some clothes, and pick a weapon. The weapon will decide our starting class. We have 3 options. Your vocation determines your basic attributes, wieldable equipment, and skills. So we have 3 options. Fighter, Strider, and Mage. So, the Fighter is basically upfront and personal, using the shield to tank, and sword to, sword. The Ranger is the classical rogue, sneaky and the like, but they also tend to fight from afar, using bows. And the Mage, the only class capable of using magic, for now. I'm going to go with Strider. Rogue. The reason for that is this character, you can equip yourself with a primary and secondary weapon. Yep. Primary weapons such as swords and daggers are combat essentials. Secondary weapons like bows and shields offer support. So, when I originally came up with Sepsin, the character, they were meant to be a goblin. And their thing was that they were really good really good archer, but they were so small that their bow was usually larger than they were. Which would be a funny and interesting character visual, I think. Blank scroll. Let's take a look. Blank scroll. A clean papyrus ready for the quill. And our weapons? Daggers that have rusted through years of disuse. A bow that has rusted through years of disuse. How a bow made out of wood rusts is beyond me. Plebeian shirts. The shirts of carbon style and inexpensive fabric. Offers protection against cold below else. Sets are fisherman's tatters. Traditional Kasardi wear. A hallmark of Gransys culture for generations. The chest area has been rent apart because a dragon fucking vored my heart. And cloth greaves. Trousers of common style and inexpensive fabric. Well, our starting equipment is ass. But we'll get better from there. I hope.
You say it left a glowing scar?
Yes. The wound has closed, and it seems the worst has passed, but his heart lies silent.
If you would face me. You are sure of this?
Yes.
Ill magic, the work of some curse. The whole world's already gone mad for fear of this dragon. Won't no good come of this? I must go see to the others, Kina. Tell me if aught changes here.
All right.
What's poppin', G? Heard you talking about me when I wasn't here. Well, when you thought I wasn't listening anyway. Defeating foes and completing quests earns you experience, and each level raises all of your attributes. Press escape to bring up the pause menu where you can check your attributes, a full map, quest information, etc. Alright, let's have a chat with Quina.
You should be abed. I wish you would not strain yourself so. I'm worried for you,
Cuz, alas, we are the protagonists of this game, so resting is not really an option.
The chief says your injury could be a curse from the dragon.
You don't say.
If so, that's not something I know how to heal.
Really?
But there must be a way.
There is a way. Just not one that we're gonna be figuring out anytime soon.
You were not the only one to suffer the wrath of the worm, cuz. There were many wounded.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Others, some were not so fortunate. The whole village was worried about you. They'd be well relieved to see you up and about. Perhaps you might go and see the others, if you feel well enough.
You fight for this village, and here I sit with my hands at my sides. Oh, I feel so very helpless.
Oh really?
I tremble to think what the dragon might have wrought without your brave defiance.
We didn't really do much against the dragon. More like we hit it with what to it would have been a toothpick. and then it just walked off because it was bored.
Our village, burned to a cinder, or swept to sea like so much driftwood. We all of us appreciate your sacrifice.
Really? Well, at least I'm being appreciated.
Praise the Maker your home was left standing. Though I am pleased to say most of the damage caused by the attack has been mended by now.
Really? How long was I out that was mended? I remember seeing some wild shit that dragon hit the town with, well, village with.
We've buried our new dead at the church.
Yeesh.
Spare them a final prayer, won't you? I fear we know precious little of your condition. I only ask you not take your wellness as license for wildness. Be careful. I fear we know precious little. I only ask you.
Alright. Took a little while, but we went through her whole dialogue thing. So, what we know thus far is that a dragon showed up from out of nowhere, even though it was around a long time ago, and it whooped this village's ass, and whooped my ass along with it, and took my heart, and then left. Casardis. No matter how long I play this game, I will always enjoy this game's music. Especially this music. It's very calming. I do just listen to it on my own from half the time, whenever I need to relax. Anyway, as you can see on the map over there, there is a red circle, which is our objective marker. But we're not going that way. Not yet. Instead, we're gonna take our new condition as license for wildness, and we're gonna jump off the cliff. There is a reason for that, do not worry. In here, chests. The loot you get is randomized, but it's always helpful to come around. Good stuff to sell, usually. Just me showing off my knowledge of the game. And over here is a grave. Never says whose grave it is, but it's a grave that we can loot. We are the protagonist after all, we get to loot whatever we want, including graves. And now we'll get going down there. Though I should probably, you know, heal before I accidentally kill myself. That's good enough. Alright, an advantage of being so small is that we're incredibly light, and being light means that we're incredibly fast. If I were heavier, running around wouldn't be so, well, smooth. But it is. Though of course I will be flung about like a ragdoll the moment anything so much as touches me. Which is why it's a good thing I'm gonna be fighting from afar for the most part. Now I'm just gonna go in here and grab this chest too. Intervene. Nice. That's some good stuff. Okay. Now, before we go on with the main objective, I should let you guys know, this game is very finicky with its side quests. Well, you raise your affinity with people by giving them items or completing quests they ask of you. Performing actions that people dislike will decrease their affinity for you. I don't really know what affinity does, aside from something very important later, but I do know that it left out one key detail. You gain affinity by talking to people. You talk to them a lot, and you get more affinity, which is why oftentimes the person with the most affinity for you is like a shopkeeper or something. Because you talk to them a bunch. Anywho, I think this is our home. Spared from the dragon's attack. But before going along the main objective, which is over at that gate over there, there are some side quests to do in the town. I'm going to go do some of them.
I'd craft dressings for the wounded had I the makings. If only I'd known. Cuz I need a favor. Can you fetch the flowers I need from outside the village? I need more of the one you see there. And one of the sort besides. The more you can find, the better.
Available quests change as you progress through the game. Additionally, you can always consult the quest section of the pause menu for your current objectives. People with red icons appearing over their heads have information relevant to your priority quest. If you have several quests ongoing at the same time, you can set one priority in the quest section of the pause menu. Doing so will make all people, places, and things relevant to the priority quest appear prominently on your minimap. Yup.
The wounded need medicine, cousin. Pray bring the flowers for the compound quick as you can. The mixture calls for 2 types of flowers. Speak to the others for more word on that. I ask you this favor because I trust you, good Fisher. I know you'll not leave these people to suffer.
That's, well, I personally don't like leaving people to suffer. I know many people who play these sort of games that would, so you're making quite a judgment call there. Purchase equipment and useful items from shops or wandering merchants you encounter on your travels. Yeah, because the items and equipment I have at the minute are ass. So, let's look into... Oh, you can restore health and stamina, advance the passage of time at any inn or resting spot. Those sports to cross Gransys, advertise quests, errands, and favors you can choose to undertake. Let's take all of these, because they're just going to be things that we naturally do during our adventures, and it's free money, basically. So, we have to talk to people about what flowers to get, even though the lady that makes the bandages could have easily told us what flowers we needed instead of setting us off and wasting people's time, but I guess that's her agenda.
As you picking flowers for her. Right, just be cautious, cousin. The monsters grow bolder by night. If you must leave the village, go prepared. I do not fancy the thought of you going off on your own, but I trust in your judgment. If you come by the inn, you can always rest until the hour you wish to set out. In any case, take care. What can I do you for? Take care now.
So that's one thing. I think that's meant to be a hint that one of the flowers you can get is meant to be out at night. Thankfully, I've done this quest so many times I already know, but I'm not gonna speed through it so that you guys miss anything. I am going to be doing as much of the game as possible. That includes all of the side quests, which is why I haven't gone to the main objective yet. This game is very finicky with its side quests. You can miss side quests completely and not even realize that you missed them, which is very annoying. It reached the point that people had to make guides so that you can do all the side quests. I do remember most of them, and I will be doing them.
It's a mercy so much of the village was spared. I only wish I had more to offer.
But for now, let's get... Wait, how much money do I have? 2,000. Oh boy, let's not get anything yet. In a bit. There are a couple other quests in this area that I am going to do first, though. One of them, I know, is going to be right up here. Oh, I didn't know I could talk to you.
Where do the curing flowers grow? Have you had a look by the shore? If not now, by night, perhaps? I recall seeing some, the eve of the last full moon.
So, that's another kind of obvious, well not obvious, but a very blunt hint as to where one of the flowers are. Just go out at the beach at night. Doesn't tell me about the other ones, but hey. Ah, perfect. 2 quests I need right next to each other. Typically, this person is wandering about the town. In fact, there's a chance you could miss them entirely.
Stay a moment. I would not ask this of anyone but you, cousin. I have news for Eric. Dark news. I fear I cannot bring myself to face him. Will you go in my stead?
Sure.
His brother is dead. He happened on the shore ways.
Yeah.
We were fleeing the worm, and Cortez leapt before the beast's talons to shield us. I saw it. Saw him hurtling through the air. Saw him fall back to the ground. I did nothing. Just watched the poor man die. I cannot face Merrin for the shame of it. He deserves to know what happened, but please go and tell him.
Poor guy. I will, don't worry. But while I'm here...
It is selfish to beg a favor in such times, I know. But there is aught I would ask your help in. Might we speak a moment? Privately?
Sure.
My thanks. 'Tis a sensitive matter. I would ask your discretion. In the wake of the dragon's coming, many of the villagers have come to offer prayers.
Yeah?
As a novice and a newcomer, I welcome a chance to be of use, but my scriptures are missing.
Oh no.
I have yet to commit the verses to memory. Without the text, I cannot offer up a proper prayer. The scriptures were secure in the chapel last I saw them. I do not wish to believe them stolen. If you come upon them, pray see them back to me. I would be ever in your debt.
Don't worry, Father. I know where they are.
What I can help you with?
But let me... When you have accepted multiple quests at once, you may set one as your priority quest. Doing so will make all people, places, and things relevant to the priority quest appear prominently in your minimap. Pawns in your party will also offer advice for the priority quest more often than other quests in your log. Alright. Flawed delivery. The dragon's visit left injury, and sorrow in its wake. Gather medicinal flowers so that Benita might treat the worm's victims. Alright. Reclaim the roads. Let's see. New quest. Oh. Here we go. A rivalry twixt the bandits of the West and South drives them to ever bolder crimes as one competes against the other. Do they not see that now is the hour to band together against the worm? Pray, clear the southern roads of these fool thieves. Alright. Goblin Raids. Tis a fool dismisses goblins as a harmless nuance. What poses no threat to an armed soldier can still kill a woman or child. They possess strength in numbers and show an unsettling boldness. Besides, if we're to discourage them, we'll need to cut down a goodly number here. Okay. Rat catcher. If there is one thing I cannot abide, it's mice. Even just to think of them makes me ill. The other day I took the number of rodents in my home and tabulated their number in all the realms. I nearly fainted. In any case, I want them dead, as many as you can imagine. Well, that's pleasant. He should be so lucky. Rabbits. I am but a traveling peddler, one whose business has taken a sudden and staggering fall. After consulting a professional, it seems I've fallen victim to a vile and lingering curse. My only hope is that it's transferred to another being. I'd ask you find me such a beast that I may be freed from this torment. So do you mean you need the rabbit's foot, or that you want to slaughter all the rabbits to make up for your poor luck? Eeh. Grim tidings. Here we go. Deliver news to Merrin. Cortez is dead and Elvar lacks the metal to tell Merrin. He begs of you to serve as the bearer of bad news. Lost faith. Seek Father Clement's missing book. Like as not, it remains in the village. Again, I know where it is, because this game doesn't really tell you where that one is. You're supposed to figure it out yourself, somehow. And this dude. Even this small guy is taller than me.
It was me. I confess it. I took the father's book from the chapel.
Oh.
I tried to go back and find the book, but I was in such a panic as I ran. I just wanted to look at it. Just curious is all. Forgive me. I cannot remember where I lost it. I thought to steal a glance and then return it, but the dragon came and I dropped it as I ran. Oh, what am I to say to him now?
You got anything else to say?
It was me. I just
No. Okay. Let's just cut this short. I don't think there's any hint in the game that tells you where the book is. You're just supposed to figure it out via luck and searching the entire village. In case there is someone that tells me where it is, though, I will hold off on it until a bit later. Because there is the other quest I gotta do. Which I'll just go do now, as I'm running around at the speed of sound. And here is the person I need to talk to.
What? Cortez is found? I see.
Sorry, man.
Elvar has suffered in this as well. Cortez made his choice. He faced his end with valor and died a man. Elvar bears no fault in that. He has no cause to blame himself. My thanks, good Fisher. I am sorry this burden fell upon you. I shall go and put Elvar at ease.
Alright. That's Elvar. Oh, you got anything to say, bro?
Gathering ingredients, eh? You often see those flowers growing at the roots of bigger trees. Not that I'm fain to brave the roads these days. Just see you're not injured yourself, good Fisher.
Alright. Well, there's the hint to where the other flowers are held. Well, not held, but where they grow. Just at the roots of trees and whatnot. Anywho. I went about the town and didn't see anyone who knew where the book was. So, do you want to guess where the book is? Right here. How you're supposed to know that is beyond me. I only know it because I played this game so many times. And I just stumbled across it one time. But if you're playing this game for the first time, yeah, good luck figuring that out. Alright, let's go return the book. Actually, hold on. Got anything to say now that I found the book?
Where did you find it?
On the roof, you madman.
I'm glad it's found, but see it back to the father for me, please. Thank you.
Sure. I'll do just that, no worries. And while I'm here, I'm going to tell this man that all is forgiven, and he should stop being guilty. Blaming himself, so to speak.
Pray forgive the trouble my cowardice has placed upon you. Cortez did not trade his life for mine, so I could wallow in idle self-pity. I live the best I am able, for his sake.
300 gold. Thanks, fam. And let's... Well, there's aught I can help you with.
I am newly come, and eager to become part of this place. I wish to be of service, but now, just as others have come to rely upon me, 'tis a shameful failure on my part. I cannot think the scriptures far gone. Pray, help me look around the area.
Here they are. Scriptures, holy writs which all new priests rely on as an important tool of their duties.
The scriptures! You found them! Oh, Maker be praised! I cannot thank you enough. Truly, the people of Cassidus are a good-hearted bunch.
Maybe.
Now I can once more offer proper prayer on behalf of the village. But I have dallied long enough. There is work for me to do.
And that is that. Alright. So now that those two quests are done, the only other side quest at the minute is to go find the flowers. But that involves going outside. So, let's get some gear before doing that, because I don't think that rusted daggers and a rusted bow are going to be up to snuff.
Had the beast landed any further inland, this shop will be flat as a plank now.
True.
Makes me ill just to think of it.
Someone once told me not to focus on the negative possibilities of past events.
I only wish I had more to offer.
You worry about that and you'll worry yourself into the ground. So, let's buy a criteria. None of the caps because they don't really look good on me, and fashion is important. Actually, hold on. What about bow? There we go. And a traveler's shirt. Anything else? I could get some underwear. It's weird how the underwear is the most expensive. But I prefer this. This is for the best. And I suppose, I don't want to be going around pantsless though. So I'll just go with this. At this point, I've reached the point where stats are not all that important. I just want to look good. Fashion Dogma, really.
I only wish I had.
So let's just get rid of this useless crap.
I only wish I had.
Anything else I can buy? I can buy... this jacket, and there we go. That's basically all my cash, but hey. It's better to be alive and poor than dead and rich.
I only wish I had.
Well, at least I think it is. I've never been dead.
I only wish I had.
Alright. Time to go and get those flowers. Though, what are you guys doing? Oh.
Who the fuck is that guy?
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and maybe watch some more. Be seeing ya.